Good morning and welcome to the Positive Habit Therapy on the Couch. I'm actually on the couch this time and I am really happy to be here as always to help you start your week smiling. I wanted to get Rosie into the picture just because she's such a cutie and it's just a lovely, she just always brings that calmness and God love her. I have her dragged up here to do these videos and she's so good. She's just so good. So what I'm going to do this week to help you is I got an email in from one of you lovely people and also shared it on yesterday's news talk with Claire McKenna, my regular slot there on Alive and Kicking. And it's a really good question and it brings up quite a lot of different things, in particular around the area of friendship. So what I want to do, now you're performing very well there, Rosie, good girl. They say never work with dogs and children, but like Rosie here now, I'd recommend her. Yes, so the question is basically, any suggestions on how to prevent feelings of disconnection and feelings of disappointment in others? For example, that people don't see the need to keep in touch. So to elaborate on this, the lovely lady says, I was away for Christmas and a few people I would have thought would have texted to see how it went are obviously not bothered, even though they did inquire while I was away. Maybe I mistook something else for friendship. I felt disconnected when I came back, but I'm feeling better now that I am engaging in activities with others. Maybe this is my fault too, as I'm not a great instigator myself, but I'm social and I'm always happy to join in with others. So this really opens up a huge area on the art of friendship. And I think that our friendships are actually probably, to be honest, pure gold in our life. Now the research shows that it's actually not the number, the quantity, but the quality of friendships that we have. And essentially the sweet spot, apparently, is anywhere between 3 to 6 close friends. Now, what I would say is that really, if you have one person in your life outside of your family, your immediate family, one really genuine, authentic friendship, then you are doing really, really well. Someone that you can be very much and totally yourself with. That's pure gold and worth so much and to be treasured and to be looked after. If you have more than that, wonderful. However, there is something like there's a quality within certain friendships that are like this one I'm talking about, where you can really just lay yourself bare and know that you won't be judged. And that is a lot of the work that I do, is helping us to be that to ourselves in terms of self-compassion. So when it comes to this particular question, it's about your own boundaries within any friendship. And I should add that different friendships will have different kind of expectations, let's say. So in this example, the lady feels that she is disappointed. I think she said that's the word. She's disappointed that there wasn't more connection, more interest in her being away over Christmas. And essentially, really, when we feel that, it seems to me that the lines of communication are somehow not working there. Because within any friend group or even just one-to-one, there's generally one person who makes more of the effort. Usually it's the more organized, extroverted person who tends to kind of make suggestions. Let's do this, let's go there, are you around for a walk? And I think it's important to know if you are that person, or to identify within the friendship group or one-to-one who that person is. And it's really important that that is actually acknowledged and valued, because that makes all the difference. It's when things are not valued or acknowledged that resentments can start to build. So this person here has really good self-awareness, and what she has identified is that she perhaps sees in herself some of these qualities that were irritating her in her friends, that she maybe isn't the best instigator, and maybe within that group there's a few of them who aren't the instigators, and therefore you can, you know, run into walls and resentments can build up. So opening the lines of communication here, I think, is really important, and being able to say what it is that you feel without entering into conflict. Friendships are a unique relationship in terms of we choose our friends, and friends change over the years in terms of a friendship will go through different kind of layers, different stages. You can be very close to one person at a particular time in your life, and then maybe you can still be friends but not that close at different times, depending on circumstances, events. You know, maybe you're going through something similar, maybe you both have children at the same time, etc. But a true, really solid relationship, I think, the one that I was talking about earlier, sort of rises above all that. And I think it's worth asking yourself, is there somebody in my life like that? And can I perhaps value it a little bit more? Can I find ways to actually really connect more deeply with that person, and to take that into my own hands? It's about being accountable, it's about taking autonomy over friendships, and really valuing them. It does have to be a two-way street. So for example, in this case, if one person, this lady, is making an effort and it's not being reciprocated, in other words, no one's meeting you halfway, well then, you know, you've got to question that and say, well, is this something that I really want to pursue? I gave this some thought, and I thought, what are the three things that I would personally value most in a friendship? And they are, first of all, loyalty. And that is something where you've got a person who is extremely kind and compassionate, and that non-judgmental aspect of it is really important. The second thing is the idea of being authentic, and someone who you can really, like I said before, but so important, is this sense of being completely yourself, that, you know, they're bringing out this part of you that is real. There's no sense of comparisons, judgments, having to put on an act, there's no agenda, and that is just pure gold. And really, it starts to happen more when you have that internal friendship with yourself, like Rosie does with herself. She's completely at ease. And then I would say the third thing is shared values in some way. And, you know, personally for me, that would be a sense of humor. I think it's just so important to be able to have really enjoyable lightness with friends. It's really important. And also, yes, shared values, but someone who will question you too, someone who will make you see things maybe in a different way, somebody who cares enough to not just always agree with you. That is something else I think is really worth looking for and cultivating. So perhaps this week, what I would ask you to do is take some time to not scan through your friends, but just to maybe reflect upon your friendships. See, you know, are there people there that you can value more? Is there a sense that you could maybe make more of an effort to be that instigator than maybe you have done so far? And also, what are the three qualities that are most important to you? I've shared mine, but you're going to have your own. And either way, I do think that boundaries are really important and that we respect those boundaries. So that is my message of light and love to you today. And I hope that, you know, I am a friend to you in as much as I can be here to help you in any way I can. And thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. It means so much to me, and I'm sending you love, light and happiness for the week ahead. Bye. From me and Rosie. Bye.